You just got one of those problems that it's pretty messy, and I think you probably know what you're up against. So I'm going to give you a little bit of hint here. I'm going to bring up some examples here. Whoops, got to back out of this one real fast. Make a new example. I'm going to get a brand new screen. I'm just going to do this problem for you and show you some clues on how you can tackle this in the future. The biggest thing is what you got for factors. They're just particularly gross, and I think you probably could have done it with some simpler factors, but yours are just particularly unusual. So here's what I'm going to do. So you have x minus, that'll be degree 3 is your polynomial, and it has zeros of 14, half, and 3 halves, and it has a lead coefficient of 2. Now, you haven't been in class for some of these things, but if you had been, one of the things that you'll know is that if you know the zeros of a particular function, one of the cool things you can do is you can just do x minus any 0, and you've got a factor. So x minus 14 times x minus a half and times x minus 3 halves. And it says, that'd be perfect. There you go. Those are the factors that for your particular polynomial. If I multiply this out, you get the x, and x, you'll get x cubed, and everything's great. It does say the lead coefficient is 2, so the only thing you'd have to do is add the 2 in front. Now, in a perfect world, you would just type this into MyMathLab, and you would be done. And I wish they asked for that. I wish they would allow that, but they kind of don't. And so I have an option for you to kind of save you. I'm going to go to Wolfram Alpha, and I have it written in there. If you say expand, this wonderful program will expand that for you. If you do it by hand, it's great. And I talked to your classmates today about how to go about doing that, but yours is just particularly awful. So I've expanded that for you. So down below here is the result that they want in MyMathLab. If you can read this, 2x cubed minus 32x squared plus 115x over 2 minus 21. That's probably what they're looking for. You could probably, the 115 over 2, you could actually probably make a decimal, but that's something to try. If it doesn't work, will you let me know, and I'll just go ahead and make that work for you. But first thing I would try is to type that in, this result here, because I think that's what they want. If they want something else, we can work with it. But just to give you an idea, the biggest thing to know is when you have a root, x minus that root is a factor, x minus a 14, x minus a half, x minus 3 halves, and then the lead coefficient 2 I just put out front. That's the big knowledge. Getting you to get WebAssign happy is, one of those hurdles we have to overcome. So I hope that helps. If it doesn't, just let me know, and I'll give you something else.